let's talk about some of the business models that you recommend for first timers. Whilst we are talking about first timers, personally, I like the content sites and I like the FBA type business models myself. For first timers, it can be less work actually that is very necessary, whilst they can still learn things on the side. What are your thoughts on the first time business models?
So it depends, like very person.
It does depend on their skills and
very custom to the person. Yeah, and so I was just having this conversation with a former coworker, engineer, so very comfortable with numbers, very good at like understanding people and kind of like fashion. And so I thought like a Shopify paid traffic model might be an interesting approach for her to go down, because comfortable with numbers, has a little bit of a budget to spend, really good at learning, and kind of like pretty into like psychology and visual design. And so I thought that might be kind of a good strategy for her to go down. I think the kind of general recommendation that I have typically is, what is your skill set and how can you pick a business model that has as few variables as possible while you're learning? And so often that looks like a content site, maybe an Amazon FBA business, but I'm not, although I have some, I'm not super keen on that business model with Amazon and the single point of failure. Although you have content sites with Google, but it's, I think, a little more controllable than Amazon. But so typically it looks like it's a Amazon FBA content, maybe Shopify paid traffic, but I also communicate that that's not really a business as much as it is an income stream that can be great, but not a great sort of like and enterprise value business. So content sites I typically come back to just because of their simplicity. You really only need to be good at a few things, get good at content, get okay at taking care of your site, make sure your monetization's tight, which, none of which is very hard. Hard to do consistently and hard to do really well, but you can do a pretty decent job at running a content site without too much effort.